Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning to your boy, P Funk, Thinking Right, at my YouTube classroom, where I do what I do for you. Looking for my ink pen. Sorry about that. All right, today, writers in 25 Rule led by storytelling, story with a message, message in the story for life. Again, life lessons. Last time I told you I was a worker for God. Let me break that down for you a little bit better. Give another synopsis about what I think, how I feel about that concept. The title is If You Work for God, You're a Water Toter. Tote the water. All right, I'm gonna break that down for you. That's what I like to do. The message in here is, all right, I use the phrase toting the water. It means do what you have to do and shut up while you're doing it. I'm an ex-UPS worker, so I used to load trucks, $8 an hour, okay, whatever. But I would break guys because if you come into the truck with me and we're loading, we're working, we can talk, we can, whatever we do. But my man or my lady, I don't care who you are, stop complaining about your job. I hated that, okay? So I called it toting the water. I said, my man, shut up and tote the water. He looked at me like, yeah, do your job. Tote the water. All right. So all God's servants don't complain. They just tote the water. If not, you ain't God's servant. That's my point. There you go. Moving on. I had to get that out. But that's what it means. It means if you had to do something that you might not like, shut up and do it. In life, there's going to be times in your life where you have to do something. You may not like it. You may not agree to it. You might not even want to subscribe to it. But if you have to do it, just do it. Now, save lip service. I don't do lip service. When I was coming up as a kid, if you were told to do a chore, you getting the knocked out of you. Okay, keep it to yourself. Shut up. All right. So, if you're a crybaby, a whiner, we can't work together. It's just that simple. I don't do the whining. We gonna have a problem. I'm going. I'm gonna go. I got no story, but I'm gonna say that one. I will do what I have to do with no complaints. Okay, I tote my water. I handle mine. I ain't gonna complain. I just stack them paper until the bosses start coming. I'm stacking them and I'm stacking them. I ain't complaining. Why? I know what I signed on for. If you make a deal and your end of the deal is to do this, you do just what your end of the deal is. Don't worry about the other stuff. Why? That ain't your job. Your deal is you sign on for the load trucks. That's what I did. All right. In life, if you sign on to be a God servant, you got to serve the people. No choice. Do what you have to do. Save it. God ain't trying to hear that. Neither am I. All right. I have to teach those. I have to teach those in search of self, truth, and God. That's right thinkers philosophy. That's what I do. Okay? That's what I call toting the water. Next one is if you're complaining, you're not a toter of the water. Water toters, put on your back and get to stepping. Don't say nothing. Keep it to yourself. That's what it is. Now, to do God's work, you can't complain. You can't get tired or you just, I don't want to do it. That's not serving God. My best friend's a pastor. He has the pastor all the time. I laugh at him. I say, well, my man, see, you have, I can teach from my perspective all the time, but you have to be a pastor all the time. I love that concept. And guess what? He told his water. I love that too. All right. It's not easy trying to enlighten and teach someone who thinks that they already know everything. I got a bunch of them. I leave them alone. I don't even deal with them no more. All right. It's even harder to teach ignorant people than anybody else. I'm trying to get you to see a point that you don't see. That's hard, okay? But I got to do it in a way to which you see it on your own. That's my way of teaching. That's my little message and story. Stories and message. I'm going to tell you a story, but it's a message and I hope you can get it. That's how I teach. All right. I teach right thinking. I don't force it on nobody. I just teach it. That's it. But I live it. So if you're watching, you'll see. If you listen, you'll hear. But that's what I do. Okay? If you're not happy doing God's work, you're not a water toter and you ain't really a God servant. All God's servants serve him willingly, faithfully, and diligently. no ill will. So if you got that, you ain't a servant of God. You may say you are, you may mentally think you are, but in reality, you're not. Sorry about that. Next one is the water is what? Good deeds. The right thing. That's the best part about it. Watch this. At Judgment Day, you're judged by what? Your contents of your heart. Your heart holds what? Your deeds, your intentions, all the good and ill will intentions embedded in the heart, not in the mind. Okay, so understand that when they embalm you, they take the brain and throw it away. So it ain't about the brain; they leave the heart. That's the reason why. Okay, here we go. Now, toting the water is doing good deeds because that's what you want to do. If I can help somebody with a situation, if I can enlighten somebody to help them along the way, I want to do that. Why? It don't hurt me to do that. Okay. I do good deeds daily with no complaints. That's what I do. That's what I'm saying. If you're going to do God's service, if I call my pastor right now, he will stop what he's doing and take the time to find out what the issue is and work with me on it. That's a God servant, okay? Don't make a difference. If you call me with a question about right thinking, I'm going to stop whatever I am doing and answer that question. Okay? That's what it's all about. I'm not going to leave you hanging. Okay. Good intentions don't amount to much, but good deeds says it all. You know, say more. Oh, man, I wish I could have. I don't want to hear a bunch of lip service. That don't do nothing for me. I'm sorry. All right? I'm like the aquarium, okay? The water bearer, okay? And to me, water to me is knowledge. I'm just pouring it down. And those who want to drink it, have your fill of it. Do your thing. I got plenty of it. That's the key, all right? Next one is my water is teaching right thinking philosophy to all. I'm toting that water. That's the best part about my job. I get to do what I like to do for you. Here we go. Right thinking philosophy is like refreshing water of knowledge. Bathe yourself in it. Man, look, I'm backstroking. I'm just all in it. Why? Because it's the best thing you can do for yourself. Water is like knowledge. Okay? I'm the water bearer, pouring knowledge down on all those who want to be enlightened. That's what I do for you. Knowledge, like water, will purify you. When you become knowledgeable of yourself, you're going to do certain things, you're going to act certain ways, and you're going to be purifying your heart, ridding it of the bad things that's in there that you may not be paying attention to. Okay? Trust me. If you have water, aka knowledge of self, share it always. Selfish knowledge, having knowledge that you keep yourself is a waste of time. It don't do nobody no good if you obtain it and don't share it. I get it. To me, knowledge like water and money. I'm just giving it away. Come on, man. I got truckloads. Nobody don't want the knowledge money. They want the real money. If I'm giving out dollars, boy, I have a whole bunch of right thinkers. I know, but it ain't about that. I'm giving knowledge. If you don't want that, keep stepping. All right. Here you go. Last one. I can lead you and teach you, but you have to put the work in. The bottom line is it's always going to be up to you. That's why I do what I do, for you, to show you. If you do this, you will get that. Okay, I'm in training. I know that if I put the work in, I'm going to get results. Okay, so in life, it's a process. Everything is a process. That's what's called life. That's the game. It's all about understanding the process. When you get good at understanding the process, you get good at living your life. You get better at doing the things that you like to do. Trust me. Last one. Here you go. Toting the water is putting in the work. I'm a water toter. Every day I get up and put it on. I'm toting my water. That's just a concept, metaphor for how I do what I do and give me reason and purpose to do what I do. Okay? Symbolically, I'm representing Ra. I get up every day to shine and bring knowledge to all those that I can get it to. Same concept. All right? I ain't going to Jesus, Ra. I don't do that. I'm going Ra. Okay? The real Son of God. Here we go. When you're living right daily, you're toting the water. I tell you, I'm a water toter. Every day, I tote the water. Some days you get up, no, I ain't trying to feel that toting the water. Nah. That's when you let your ego take over. See, the ego is a bad man. As long as you keep him under bay, at bay, he's fine. But when you turn him loose, get ready. That's when I use my ego. When I don't want to do something, the ego always wants to do something. So you use him at that point. I get up every day to tote my water. Personally, it's my way of life. It's a metaphor for how I live. Okay, right way. I'm living right, doing right. I'm doing God's will. I'm toting the water, metaphorically. Okay, conceptually. Remember, it's all conceptual, based on conception. Conceptions, ideas, and thoughts that until manifested, they just in your head. You can talk about them, you can explain them, but unless they manifest, that's all they are. Bring them to life. If you have a daily routine and it's working for you, you're toting the water. I'm not telling you you have to follow my routine. I ain't telling you got to do what I do. Just tote your water. And toting your water is what works for you. That's like right thinking is what works for you. Understand that freedom to think, to be yourself, is the premise of being a right thinker. If you don't have a daily routine, start one. Why? It's important that you have something constructive, something routinely that you follow. Why? You see a pattern, you understand why. Trust me. Last one. Right thinkers are water toters. Why? Because we put in our work every day. That's what make you a right thinker. And when you're doing what you're supposed to do, that's what make you a water toter. Then that makes you a servant of yours truly. You ain't got to be a minister. You ain't got to be a pastor or a teacher. All you got to do is live right, do right, and be right. But you will be rewarded just like I am. So do your work, tote your water, and get your benefits like Mr. Right. Do the right thing. It's all good. I'll be back.